What are signs? Are there signs that people give off? Are there things to look for in relationships on that personal level? And maybe it's applicable to, associations and businesses as well. But are there things to look for, or feelings to feel, or something that we can do? We can tell those folks who maybe have been in those situations, gotten out of them, and are looking for creating new relationships in their life, but what are warning signs that you can possibly talk to them about that they can kind of see as an indicator maybe this is not the best thing to get into,
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that people start making excuses for the abuser. And first of all, sarcasm is one of the cruelest forms of humor, and there's never anything funny about sarcasm. It is meant to hurt, and it does hurt. And one of the things that happens in abuse is that we close off our feelings. We stop feeling because we cannot, or we don't think we can, handle one more negative feeling. And so sometimes when the stuff is being thrown at us, we don't even feel it. We don't register it. It's familiar. We don't recognize it because it's what's been done to us for so long that it's just the norm. Or we get conflicted about, well, what did I do? Maybe if I had done something differently. And the abuser often, more often than not, in fact, almost all the time, will point the finger at the victim. Okay, it's your fault. You said this, you did this, I didn't do anything wrong, I wasn't yelling. What's the matter with you? Are you sensitive? My guy friends think that's funny. They wouldn't have gotten their feelings hurt.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I'm out of cash this week. We've been doing things together. How about if you pay? Financial abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse are all areas that we don't talk much about. Physical abuse we talk about. It's the easiest to identify. The others are devastating, and even more so than physical abuse, because generally, the physical abuse heals. The physical aspect heals. There is usually emotional and mental abuse that goes along with the physical abuse. Anyone who has experienced all of those will say that the emotional and the mental abuse, the things that people say to them that stay in their heads, and the pain they feel in their emotional life is what stays with them. The wounds from the physical abuse heal. And so they always say that they would prefer the physical abuse to the mental and emotional. Of course, nobody would prefer abuse at all. I mean, hopefully we can all heal to the point where we don't draw that to ourselves.